you. And by the way, the Raven fans couldn't have been any nicer at the stadium and even in this situation for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for one total asswipe douchebag. As we are sitting there, this guy decides to come over and say, hey, nice to meet you guys. Good to see you. I'm trying to watch the game here. Coach is trying to watch the game. Nate's off to the bathroom. And we say, fine, see you later. So he walks back and sits down right across from us. He's looking right at us. And then he decides that he's going to come over and he's going to talk to us about how the NFL's rigged.
Oh, God.
And he's using very colorful language. And I'm just sitting there, and I said to the guy that's sitting next to me, the giant guy, I said, look, do you see what's happening here? Do you see this guy talking, and I'm not really looking at him. I'm not acknowledging him. But Coach decides to get into some sort of discussion with him.
Oh,
some
no.
sort of argument.
Why?
And I'm like, I'm sitting, and Coach is awesome, right? But he'll defend the NFL. Like, I don't want to hear this crap from some drunk-ass fan who just lost a bet.
Don't you be peeing on the shield.
Right, exactly. So I understand, and I know Coach is a Hall of Famer, and he will die with that shield, as I will, but maybe not as intense as him. So they're kind of like in this conversation. I got my head down, I'm watching the game, and I look over to the guy sitting next to me. I said, do you see what's going on here? And he goes, yeah. I said, are you aware? You're not drunk, right? No, he's not. Are you aware of like what may happen here in a second? And he's like, yes. And I said, did we do anything to incite this guy? Did we do anything to even bring this guy over here to have him talking to my friend Coach Cowher this way? And he goes, no. I said, well, listen, if he gets any closer, I may have to get up and just effing smash this guy right in the face. And I'm like pissed off now. I'm trying to watch the goddamn game. This idiot's screaming about how the NFL's rigged, and it's all this, that, and the other thing, and he's using this F-bomb this, F-bomb that, and I'm like, well.
Now let me ask you, because this is where I feel like it could turn. So Coach Cowher is now arguing with this guy?
Well, they're kind of arguing, yes, and now Nate comes back.
Involved. Oh no!
And Nate's like, "Yeah, I'll F you." I'm like, "Whoa,
guys. So Nate's now yelling at the guy?
Yeah, now Nate's yelling and getting involved.
All right. How did Nate comes over and sees Coach Cowher and this crazy guy into it?
No, well, not. I said, Nate. I said when he came back, I said, "Man, you missed it," And then that's when the guy came back.
Oh, okay.
And then so now Nate was on the other side of Coach. Coach is in between us. I'm watching my football game. I got the giant analytic guy next to me. And so I'm talking to the giant analytic guy. You see what's going on here? I may have to get up and smash this guy. Wow. Really, that's how close it was getting.
Wow.
So
and you don't think Coach Cowher could have done that on his own? Like,
I'm not having Coach as a Hall of Famer, and he's not.
You're still. I mean, you're you.
Yeah, but if I did it, nobody would have cared. If he did it, would have been like all over the place. So, and I thought Nate was going to do it. I'm like, CBS News. I'm like yelling at him. So,
so Nate gets into defense mode too. Now.
Oh yeah, he's 100% into it. And this look, we are not going to let anybody go after Coach Cowher. Come on. Are you out of your minds?
It's like
and now, by the way, all these other Raven fans who would have a disgust with Coach Cowher because of the Steelers couldn't have been any nicer.
Yeah, it's just this.
I mean, everybody's great. It's just this one guy.
And he was drunk.
I think he was, or he was on. I don't know. I can't.
And he's saying that the Chiefs won because the NFL's rigged, and he's yelling at you guys
and
about
all that kind of crap. Okay. So the giant analytic guy gets up and goes, "I got this." I'm like, what? So he gets up and he stands in between Coach Cowher and this lunatic. And he's just standing there with his arms folded, not getting physical or anything, just trying to explain to the guy, they're just sitting here. They just got done working. He's trying to explain to this guy, you got to stop.
And what type of guy is the giant analytic guy? I think dweeb. Is this guy like a big guy?
No, he's probably about 6'2", I think.
Okay, all right.
And maybe he'll call in. Maybe he'll hear the story. Maybe he was hoping I was going to talk. I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't remember his name?
Oh, no, I didn't really. We didn't.
Okay.
AG. Analytic guy.
Analytic guy. He's an AG, yeah.
Oh, AG.
So,
I thought you said, hey, G, analytic guy's on the phone. That's what I thought you were trying to do.
No. So the analytic guy, I am so rooting for the Giants now.
Yeah, this was the best play a Giants made all year. If you think about
This guy, he was great. He did not get physical. He was just trying to talk the guy off the ledge and stood there with his arms, folded. And said, look, they're not doing anything. Just leave them alone. Just, there's no reason to be like this. And he's trying to talk to the guy. And I'm trying not to watch this. I'm trying not to pay attention to this. Nate's ready to come out of his suit and ready to rip this guy's face off.
Wow, good for Nate.
Yes.
See, I would have thought that he would have, because of the CBS News thing, would have been like, listen, these guys can handle themselves. I don't need. I got a lot going for me right now in the early portion of my career. I'll see you guys later. I will walk home with Eddie Scazzeri before I get involved in this situation.
He was right in the middle of
So good for him. I love that.
Right in the middle of all of it. And then, of course, David Burleson comes over.
Oh, he's there now?
Yeah, because he's on the train. Everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
Iron Eagle was on the train. The Cordy brothers were on the train. Me and Nate were on the train.
This is a
Coach
better
Cowher
SNL skit than the one that they did.
All of us are coming back from the game, back to Jersey and New York City. And it was nuts. I'm like, man, I can't believe that this is going on. And then another Ravens fan started yelling at this guy.
Okay.
And then the cops came in.
Oh, Jesus. Now we got the police involved.
And then the police are involved. And I mean, this all started like, I don't know why, but it just started. And like, I just wanted to make sure that I had a witness that if I did get up, that he would at least back my story.
Sure.
But he got up.
Well, here's the thing. There was probably 50 people at least filming this.
Yes,
that would have seen it.
Yes. I didn't see it on Twitter. I thought I'd see somebody post it on Twitter or something. But
well, maybe. I mean, it could be out there somewhere. Who knows? They could have spelled names wrong or whatever.
And then our PR guru comes over, Jen
Sabatel.
Yeah. And she's like, what happened? Trying to get the whole entire story. And I'm like, why? You going to put out a press release?
And not include
and now
me?
You're gonna include my name in it. Okay, I get it. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
But all's good now. And now, so the giant analytic guy diffused the situation.
Did a great job, by the way.
And
very, very calm, very cool.
And lunatic ass face guy, he then goes back.
I think the cops took him
away. Oh, the cops ended up. Okay.
I don't know if I think they took him away, not to take him away to jail, but just to move him.
Okay.
And I have no idea if he was on our train or not. I have no idea.
Now, did somebody? I wonder if the cops ended up seeing this, or
Amtrak ran out of alcohol. I mean, come on, man. You can't run out of alcohol.
Well, that's strategic. You know that.
What do you mean strategic?
They don't want any problems. So you got all the drunk people already from the game.
But everybody. We were in first class, so it was very nice, and everybody was great.
Mm-hmm.
There was no problems.
So I think that they'll take that loss on the alcohol, not to have the craziness on the trains and the damage and all the drunk people getting drunker. Because that's what they're probably thinking.
But they had the cafe car where they had alcohol.
Oh, okay. All right.
But you had to buy that.
So this did not happen in the train. This happened in the station waiting for the train. All of this nonsense.
Yes. Okay. Sitting in the Baltimore train station, yes.
Jesus. And did someone call the cops over? Was it such a big commotion
somebody may have called the cops over. I didn't see that part of it. All I know is that just what are we doing? Why is this Nimrod coming over to us and screaming about it being rigged and they wanted Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl and all this other? I'm like, you know what? I wish you could have stood down on the sideline and saw both teams go after each other.
Yeah, but you can't even engage. This is where Coach Cowher needs to understand. You can't even engage in someone that crazy. You can't do it.
But to his credit, I mean, I think he was just trying to be Coach Cowher. You know, you coach. He's just trying to be Coach Cowher, try to be a nice guy to everybody, signs all autographs, takes pictures. He's a legend.
Did part of you want to knock this guy out?
Yes. 100%.
I mean, and would have dealt with whatever it was in the aftermath afterwards, where you just would have been like, man, that felt good. Yeah. Like, I got to knock this guy out.
So the thing is that I had my witnesses, you know?
Yeah.
And I could have gotten up and just waylaid this guy, and it probably would have cost me $100,000. Right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Maybe.
$100,000 and then whatever else. And I think most people would have understood that I did the right thing.